What is up, y'all? It's Mr. Gaming Counselor Scholars. I've been tired as AF. You ever have a week where you're like, I just want to hide in underneath the sheets? I want to become a bear and hibernate. It wasn't like a bad day. It was just a bad week. It was just a rough week, which is why I didn't stream. And I'm glad I recorded some stuff ahead of time. Didn't react to certain things. Didn't give a shit. This is what happens when you have a real life. And YouTube isn't your life. Though it is a hobby. And I don't like to make content when, I'm just not in the mood. So I just don't. Luckily, I did some pre-records, like I said. Didn't want to do anything. No streaming, nothing. I did play some Borderlands. It's my happy place right now. But you know what's not a happy place for a lot of people? Destiny 2. We always segue back to that. And why? Why do we talk about one? Because criticism and calling out the bullshit and the things that are wrong is to help improve it and to light a fire under someone's ass, whether it be the Bungie developers or Sony. Someone's ass needs to have a fire lit under them. But it has been rough for people who have to use, content creation or just Destiny in general as a way to make money. I'm fortunate that I don't have to rely on that. I'm fortunate that I'm able to just play casually now. But what I mean by that is like the chains of like addiction are not there as they were. It was my go-to, the game I played. Now I'm playing Borderlands. I'm playing other games. I played Destiny Rising. Like, we're even playing a lot of other games. Great time, fun time, awesome time. Also, I almost forgot. Where's my fave bringer? Oh yeah, subscribe. We're almost to 4,000. Well, let's push ahead, right? Let's push ahead on that. Like I said, a lot of people kind of dipping away from Destiny, including content creators. Now, the ones that are staying, there's a lot of pushback because Bungie has been doing a lot of bullshit, right? They've been doing a lot of bullshit. They've been disrespectful to the community. They have lied and deceived. And people are not wanting to give Bungie W's that they don't actually deserve. And I think that's fair. I think it is fair to call out when they don't deserve a W. So that is where we're going in this video. I'm trying to find this while we're going through. By the way, people who are like, you're just shilling for Borderlands. Like, I've literally been calling out Randy. I've been calling out the optimization. I don't know what you're talking about. It's very obvious that you're just a tourist and upset that Bungie, the game is shit in the bed for Bungie. I get it. But just because Destiny 2 is hitting a shitter and Borderlands has shitty optimization does not mean they're the same situation, because it's not. One just came out and one has been out for 7 years and has gotten worse, whereas the other one has just been poorly optimized. And I have a sneaky suspicion once they get the shit under wraps, it's going to be like Cyberpunk, and it's going to be one of the best games you've ever played. I mean, it already is one of the best games I've ever played, but optimization is a real killer for people. All right, enough about that. Let's get to our main topic of the video. I think this statement encompasses a lot what we're going to talk about. I just think creators and bloggers should be expected to do a certain amount of due diligence before tweeting to avoid facilitating negative community sentiment when it's not even necessary. I do think that you could take this statement in multiple ways, but I'm specifically going to take it in the way that there is a lot of gaslighting, a lot of desperation in regard to giving Bungie W's. Like, let me give you an example of a real W. Destiny 2, we've prepared a fix for the lightweight sword issue. For those who've been living under a rock, lightweights for some reason are bugged, and when the no ammo, they do massive amounts of damage. Like, people are soloing raid bosses with lightweights. People are completing solo flawless dungeon runs with lightweights. And Bungie has admitted that they were going to fix it the next day, but they decided to let it, hang like they did the crafting. That's a W. Does it need fixed? Absolutely. We can all agree that it needs fixed. That's not how it's intended by any means. This is not like, oh, it's just a little strong. It has no ammo. No ammo swords are killing bosses, raid bosses, especially considering they nerfed melee builds to ensure that people weren't one-shotting bosses, even though Hunter exists, but Bungie just doesn't like Titan, so Hunter gets to do Spider-Man bullshit. But outside of that, it makes sense. But they let it hang. Let people have fun. That is a rare Bungie W. And as you can see, I do give them Ws. Like, yeah, it's a W. However, when you set fire to the house and you put it out, you don't deserve a fucking W. Which is something that Maddox does not understand. This guy just doesn't fucking get it. And Rick Cackus didn't get it either. And we'll jump over Rick Cackus because we've already covered him. But just as a refresh, he wanted to say W. And then he tried to make another post saying, let's be clear, Bungie has a long way to go in terms of Eververse and Destiny 2. And I'm going to be fun of making, saying W, and then he made a video replying. And then he made a post. And he's just so, like, it is, you just take it. You know what? I said I should have never given them W. I made two, but one thing they did is a W, and now I'm a clown loser shill. Some guy just compared it to complimenting Hitler. No. What it is Bungie got caught trying to invade Poland like Hitler, and then try to back out like we wouldn't notice. That's what it is, right? I do feel like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just, it really is like that. It really be like that. I'm sure that's where the statement, I think Skeletor has done irreparable harm to Bungie outside of Bungie and their own stupidity and DMG making quotes like, let's build momentum. There are certain things that are now iconic with Destiny, and the invading Poland and trying to back out, that from Skeletor is just iconic now, because it literally is everything that is Bungie. They try to do something shitty, then they back out and they try to look like the heroes, like, oh, I know what you're talking about. We weren't trying to invade another country. Nope, not us. It is that's a different one. So Packus, we also had other content creators say that they're leaving, obviously. But Maddox, let's go back to the beginning. He has me blocked because he's a bitch. But if Bungie's Hitler, you're Stalin, and Scaro's Castro, don't act like you're not the king of Glaze. Okay, you lost us at the top. You have us at the end. You're great. You're right. Correct. All right. Yeah, this is where. All right, this is where it starts. There was a thing by Destiny Bulletin. We'll talk. Maddox, I'm really hating this community-wide philosophy of refusing to acknowledge or communicate when Bungie does something good. Don't need to throw them a party, but simply alerting them when they do something lets them know they should do more of it in the future. Guys, do you think, holy shit, do you think Bungie's that retarded that they don't understand what's good? Destiny's been around, the whole franchise has been around for 10 years, but we still don't know what our players like, huh? We need them to praise us. Tell us what we don't know what we do right. No. We can't look at metrics to determine that we're doing shit right. No. We don't have metrics. No. This is old metrics, by the way. Yeah, there he is. On the weekend too, by the way. It's Saturday. It's Saturday right now. Goddamn. So we can't tell at all that we're doing the right shit at all. Nope. Can't tell we're doing the right thing. You got to give us W's, or we can't tell what shit works. And yes, this also applies when they revert a change that would have been bad. So, meh as it feels, we don't sacrifice anything by informing them that they're going in the right direction. You mean they're not even going in the right direction? That's a fallacy, because in order to go the right direction, you have to be out of the wrong direction. They're still going in the wrong direction. What part of like the Iron Banner, like they literally lied to people about Iron Banner, saying that we were going to get a new set, a new weapon, which by the way, we never got a new weapon. We got a revised hand cannon, and then they reused Arms Day weapons, and then they threw the crossbow that they said would be for the whole season. They just threw it in there. Not only was the art that was on the ArtStation website, Iron Banner, which they removed, the Gladius set itself was also removed. But they tried to sell a reskin of a year one, season 2 armor set. I believe that's correct. Or is it year 2? Either way, it was a very early on Iron Banner set that they just recolored. They didn't even reskin it. They just recolored it. And then they decide, hey, they repeated the same shit that they did 3 times already. They did it in Arrivals when they removed, they put actual armor in the dungeon. They did it with Ritual and Witch Queen 2023 when they actually put a Eververse set in the ritual activities because they refused to make new armor. And now they're doing it again after getting caught with their pants down with Iron Banner. So how many times do we have to give them W's on reverting something or doing something before they understand that it's good? Like, that's the difference to the situation. And Maddox is never going to admit or say or do anything, or anyone like him are going to say, how often does the same shit have to happen and then we give a praise when they change it? When does that click in Bungie's mind? Like, is it the 5th time, the 6th time, or the 20th time for Maddox and people like him? Like, at what point does giving W's actually like do what he says? It lets them know they're to do more of that in the future. Well, they are technically doing more of that in the future after going backwards. Like, they're not going. I mean, he's not wrong. It definitely lets them know to do it. This is why we have this now. Welcome to the dick sucking meter. That's right. I have this saved. This is the D2, the Destiny 2 dick sucking meter. You see, Bungie is over there where it says 6 paid. They got into the danger zone, right? Right now we have exotic starter pack that was argued about, but they jumped ahead. They went straight into the red. Right now we have like 5 sets, and that was a no. They're getting close to 6. We know the 6 is the danger zone. 5 would be where the exotic starter pack is. Right now they're kind of riding the line. The line, you can see that the line has been pushed over, and that's because they're going to continue to push it. Right now we have 3 armor sets. People are okay with that. We have pay to win rewards pass where you just pay for benefits. People are okay with that too. Like, it's in the green. This is the dick sucking meter, and it will continue to change. It might become 8 paid armor sets, that Bungie pushes out, and like, we'll have another one of these moments where they're like, sorry, we're listening to you. We're going to take one of these sets. And so instead of 8, now there's just 7 you pay for. And one of them you can actually earn in game. And in like another year, it's going to be 10 armor sets in 1 year, or 1 season, should I say. Like that. This is what this is good for. This is called the Destiny 2 dick sucking mirror. How much dick is the Destiny community willing to suck? And Bungie continues to push that line, that little bar in the middle, as far as they can until it's all green, right? They want all green. So there you go. Just for reference, dick sucking meter. And we have dick suckers that will continue to give Bungie, rope. Here you go. Please, even though we have historical context of you doing shit like this multiple times, we're going to give you a W in hopes that you understand that that we want more of that, even though you're not learning. And yeah, this also applies, yada, yada. No, I'm not saying they deserve praise, but you are saying that they should get a W. No, I'm not saying they deserve credit, but that's actually what you're doing. No, I'm not saying they deserve congratulations. Okay. I'm literally saying no more and no less. That acknowledging when they do something favorable for the players, hopefully encourages them to do it again. No. This is what he's saying. The words that are coming out of his mouth right here, like right here, that's what this is. You deserve nothing. You deserve no encouragement. You deserve no praise. You deserve absolutely nothing for doing what you promise. It was in the TWID that they would do something, and they actually were held to their word. They should not be praised for doing the bare minimum, which is providing what they said they would provide. I'm sorry. I don't go to Taco Bell and they give me a burrito, and it's an actual burrito, and then I pray, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Tell your chefs, oh, thank you for giving me a burrito. You said it on the menu. It says I would get all this stuff on the burrito, and you did it. Oh, W, Taco Bell, W. No. That's not how that shit works. Now, if the dude's like, yo, I got you, bro. I put extra beef in your burrito and some extra cheese. I made that thing thick. That guy went out of his way to give me a little extra. Give that man a fucking raise, right? That's when you get the W's, when you go the extra mile. You don't get a W for doing the bare fucking minimum, which is what you advertise. Get out of here with your fucking noise. The problem is they haven't done anything good for a while, so there's nothing to praise them. They went on the philosophy that everybody wants a super competitive, everything flawless game when that's not, okay, I don't know. If it was one thing, then sure, they would get the W. But when they put out fires, they started themselves. And pretty much every week at this point, they don't deserve any praise whatsoever, which is ironic because Iron Banner, the whole situation with Rise of Iron is just immediately the whole update broke everything. Even Iron Banner was breaking shit. It is crazy. People couldn't even die. And if they did, they would you had to go to orbit or go to a different location because you just couldn't res yourself because Iron Banner broke everything, apparently. It's crazy. What do you believe they deserve praise for? I turn the game on and play when they drop fun content. I play more when it sucks. I play less. It isn't the gamer's responsibility to do that. Shouldn't streamers like you Cross be telling them the feedback you're getting? Right direction? Should we be saying thanks for Bungie for not adding the 5th Eververse set in a lackluster season and give it away for free on Iron Banner while also Solo Fireteam Crucible Ops get the same set with different shaders because it's too hard to make armor models? This is the 3rd time they've done this after getting backlash, and they used an ugly ass armor set that no one would have bought in the Eververse anyway. Backlash. Prophecy got Dado armor. Backlash. Eververse set added to ritual armor. Backlash. Iron Banner armor. Again, multiple points. You can't deny logic and data. Multiple points on the graph, man. Suck my dick. But no, the crash out is real. Poor Maddox. What is life? Bro, this app is not real. I'm tapped out. I have no energy left to give here right now. Every conversation about the game spirals into hostility, and I just don't want to take part in it right now. I converse in these spaces first and foremost for fun, and it's no longer fun. Welcome to the party, because most people who play Destiny aren't having fun either. Welcome. Sorry, need a break. I hope we get to being able to talk and debate different viewpoints without descending into civility, conversation, and good faith. I hope you do that, because every conversation is probably not good faith with you. With good intent and with good purpose, we all share a common care for Destiny, and that's reason enough to treat each other well and get along. Maybe you and every other CC needs to stop I tweeted this. This is the duality of fucking Destiny. This is a perfect example of Bungie ball fondlers. You know, this person is mentally ill. This Victoria person is so mentally deranged that they're saying this about Maddox. Maybe you and every CC needs to stop the constant negativity, hating in this game. It's spreading hate. Once you stop, the people won't come at you. We're not saying you need to praise it always, no, but this constant hate is enough. Wait, you're saying I'm too negative? Every big name has been. Look at above. Scarrow. Dash across. What do you do when things pop up? It's tiresome for us. I get things aren't great now, but spewing all this hate doesn't help. Not saying you specifically, but it's not great. They can't just say nothing because then Bungie believes they're doing well, and then the cycle continues. And yet, these are the people that get their way in the game. Shit becomes harder, difficulty, and to conquer, not because of skill issue, but because of all the CC want the game balanced to their liking. I'm not saying Matt specifically either, pointing out others too. Both sides at fault. I want to know what drugs they're taking. Man, like, when you start saying Maddox is too... Holy shit! I'm telling you, the people, they're greater defenders. You think content creators are bad? No. They are greater Bungie defenders and ball fondlers out there. And this is what you get right here. Holy F the replies. You. It's because you. Have video games really become this most serious mood altering topic for people? Like, just have regular conversation challenge without the word you. Okay. Me no likey. There you go. I wouldn't pay attention to the negative people. People trash talk about whatever they please and don't think twice about it, harping on others who don't share the same point. By the way, you know he actually gives a shit when, and this is enough pushback, when he has to make multiple tweets too. Like, these content creators, when they say shit and they get pushback, they could easily just ignore if it's a couple people, but it is so much so that they cannot stop. Like, they're almost getting on par of Randy from Gearbox, because Randy can't take the L either. It has been easy for me as a player since he wanted to take a break because I just play the game. It feels like a terrible state. I'll just wait until it isn't. But I know it's harder for you being in content creation and being involved. The community hopes see more. Boy and his store horse do not blame you. Yeah, okay. Their feelings are coming from a valid place of frustration and fail from Bungie. Fail promises from Bungie. Well, it's okay to give praise and credit where credit's due. Bungie needs to gain community trust. Right now, the community feelings are right where they shouldn't be. Bungie's turn now. And it's been their turn for only what? Fucking since the launch of Destiny 2 when they fucked up. Yeah, it's only been the launch of Destiny 2 when they fucked things up that, you know, Forsaken was going the right direction. Witch Queen was going the right direction. How many times are we going to go the right direction? Into the Light was going the right direction. It is almost like Bungie wants to self-sabotage their own success. The moment that they get goodwill and they start building trust, they start building that momentum, DMG, shit starts rotating down the toilet. Like, Bungie cannot take a W without self-sabotage. We have other people. Respectfully, they lost all credibility when it comes to being acknowledged for communication when there was 1 to 2 years stints of this being us after Beyond Light. There were no changes. There were changes no one asked for and actually made the game perform worse with the god-awful lighting update. He's referring to PvP because it is pretty bad. I want to comment on this because many people seem to misunderstand. It's not a case of refusing to acknowledge or communicate when Bungie does something good. It's that people are tired of celebrating them fixing mistakes that shouldn't have happened in the first place. I could list everything wrong with the game, and even if it were fixed, I guarantee community sentiment would still be low. The studio hasn't seemed to care about anything beyond profit for years, and everything they do feels like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, which is why a lot of content creators have stepped back, and they're tired of it. Direct examples are Plagueland's return for a former shell of what it once was, with no Siva and horrible missions. Raids, dungeons, and portals only has FOMO, weekly rotating singular encounters. Most cosmetics are Eververse, only or locked behind poorly designed synthweave. Every single decision feels like it's just to maximize playtime artificially, and the only time they go back, apologies, or adding things is when they're caught out. I think called out is what it is. Like what happened with Iron Banner armor. I can list tons of anti-player changes that maximize playtime, but here are just a few examples. Speedrunning examples. Removing blink skips, nuking grapple modifier, removing permaflags, hard health gating, and bosses, removing eager edge transfer. Some of these are just very like dedicated speedrun tech, whereas I would say grapple modifier and hard health gating, those are 2 examples that everyday people it impacts, right? Gameplay examples: making unoriginal quests with waiting mechanics, plates, fetch quests, agree. Limiting reward weekly lockout, seasonal activities being limited time, creating FOMO, purposely making activities drop less rewards, nerfing Encore Portal, which they were going to nerf it more. The game isn't built to feel rewarding anymore. It doesn't feel like we're showered in loot and reward for skill, time, and effort. The creative and passion from Halo, Taken King, Forsaken, Witch King has faded. Well, that's because they're no longer there. That's why. The game feels like a hollow shell of what it used to be. I hate having to tell my friends not to play because the main story and core content have been replaced by FOMO content. In order to truly regain trust, Bungie needs to show that they actually care by doing things that directly benefit players, not just fixing mistakes. They need to show genuine passion again, rotations that help people get gear, not add FOMO, truly earnable cosmetics, fun original missions without time gates, new and free seasonal events, new gear with meaningful perks. The core is this: Bungie doesn't seem to care about making the game and actually actually enjoyable for a long time. They set the bar so low that fixing issues or apologizing isn't enough. They made their bed. They must now lie in it until they prove otherwise. Again, referred to the dick sucking meter. How far can Bungie push the dick sucking before they are no longer, now you start getting the downfall? Well, I think they made a breaking point. They pushed a little too far, and it's adding to the situation. You can only make the Destiny community suck dick for so long until you start getting into the danger zone. I give you a point monologue from Stanley's Parable Ultra Deluxe. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you have people like Maddox that play victim, like, oh, woe is me. Oh, I can't believe this. Why are you guys all, I don't have the energy for this. There's no way. I can't do this. Woe is me. I can't believe the community just refuses to acknowledge W's. Bitch, this is a W. Responding to setting the house on fire and putting it out is not a fucking W. Providing the burrito you fucking ordered as the way that it's on the menu does not deserve a W. You can give a thank you, but it's not a W because you're doing what you fucking should be doing at the get-go. Like, the Destiny 2, the game, even if they fix all the issues in Destiny 2, they don't deserve a W. Because you should be able to play Destiny without it having constant crashes and bugs. Hell, there's currently an outage going on. I have to do research on that. Apparently people from Europe can't even play the fucking game. Like, I'm sorry. If they fix that, is that a W? No. The game should be fucking playable. That's the basic fucking bar here. Again, the dick suck meter. When we start praising the most bare minimal bullshit and we are okay with the bare minimal bullshit, they will push the bar as far as possible to see how much dick you will suck. I'm glad that people are pushing back against content creators now. I'm glad, and I will continue to be a voice that will continue to push against it too. Push that shit back. Don't get gaslighted. It's their job. And let's be honest, Bungie isn't your friend. They might be these content creators' friends. They hang out, they go out, have a good time. This is why you don't trust content creators. You don't listen to them. You formulate your own opinion. You can take what they say, but you should formulate your own opinion. Hell, even me, even though I don't do this as a job, you should still take what I say and formulate your own fucking opinion. You have a brain, use it. Okay? Use your own brain. But God realize that content creators like this, they're looking for their what benefits them first. If you think that they care about you, you think that they're all about you, they don't give a shit. They might give a shit a little bit, but they come first. Their family comes first. Their money comes first. It is their job. If you don't think they're going to put their job before you, they're going to put their job before you. Let's just be honest here. People put content creators as like, oh, we connect. We're a community. We're best friends. Bitch, they will do what's best for them first before they do what's best for you. Wake up and smell reality. And I don't blame them. By the way, I'm not hating. I understand. If it was my job, I would absolutely do the same fucking shit. That's why it's not my job, and I don't want it to be my job. So I don't have to do that bullshit. I can do what I do at any time and not have to worry about it. Because I already have a job that I love, and I can do this shit casually. But I understand. I get it. And if I was in the same shoes as Maddox, I would be also getting on the dick sucking meter. Yep. I'd be pushing that shit as far as possible too. But I still, even though I get it and I understand it, I still, as someone who plays this game, am not accepting of it. That's right. I don't think it's acceptable. You should push back abso-fucking-lutely against the bullshit. You shouldn't accept it. It's your game. And when they continue to use you like a doormat, they try to push this meter. Again, we always refer to the meter now. When Bungie tries to make you suck dick, you say, fuck you. It's not community philosophy, it's human nature. People will always complain about things they don't like loudly and everywhere. Very rare to see praise given where it's due. That's not true. Also, anytime people do praise, they get called shills. Again, someone who's butthurt. That's not true. I've literally gotten praise at my job for going the extra mile. Also, when I'm doing my job, I've also gotten thank yous. I'm not looking to get like a plaque that says bang up job. And I'm not actively seeking for approval. I just do my job because it's required of me and I love my job. But it's nice to get a thank you once in a while. Thank you. Okay. But I don't get thank yous for, doing what I'm supposed to be doing after I've been called out for not doing my job. You don't get thank yous for being asked at your job and then you finally do the bare fucking minimum. And then you're not going to get thank yous. There's a big wide difference here. I would give a thank you to Project CD Red for fixing Cyberpunk. It was god awful what they did, but they put a time, effort, and passion. And outside of the DLC, everything that they do for that game has been free. Big W. Thank you. They've gone over and beyond to rectify their mistakes. They've over-delivered. No Man's Sky was probably the biggest fail I've ever seen in my life, but they have over fucking delivered in that game. It's so much so that I don't even know if I can get into that game with how much shit that they've done to it. That's how you turn the ship. Bungie has had fucking 7 years for Destiny 2 to turn ship. And they've really 360'd around with the ship at this point. But Forsaken, oh no, we're gonna go Shadowkeep. Oh, Beyond Light, and then no, Witch Queen, we're on the right track. No, Lightfall. Oh, the final shape. Edge of shit. Like we're just spinning. The ship isn't going in the right direction. It's spinning in every direction. We're not moving. There's no momentum, which is the problem. Why give them a W when we haven't made any gains? There is no momentum, guys. We are on the right track to make momentum. You said that fucking years ago. Anyways, I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. As always, don't forget to be the best version of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Remember, don't give praise for getting what you ordered. You can say thank you, but you don't pat someone on the ass and say, you know what, you're doing a bang-up job. Unless they've been actually doing a bang-up job and they haven't shit the bed. Okay? You're doing a bang-up job. Unless you're shitting the bed, which you might want to go talk to a doctor about.